All right, cool. So, I am Gregory Taylor, better known as Math Hands. I just want to start with a couple quick shout-outs as to what this presentation is not, but things that you might find interesting. It's not about the mathematics within music, but if you want that, see Bob James at Mr. James Math. He had a session a couple days ago, or yesterday. He was talking about some of that. He presented at Global Math. It's not about using music cues in math, but if you want more information about that, see Matt Vaudry at Mr. Vaudry about that sort of thing. What this is actually about is turning rap and pop music into songs about math. That's what I do. So, who am I, this Canadian, to tell you about this stuff? So as I say, I'm Gregory Taylor. My school is has a math music department. In fact, for a while, our overall head was the head music guy. This is effectively my goal here. I have a minor in music as well as my major in maths. I blanked out the Twitter thing just because I've given this presentation in other places, but that is Chris Smith over in the UK. He has a math newsletter you might want to subscribe to. Where it says there's a former pupil inadvertently started singing the pie rap while clubbing in Glasgow. Awkward moment when Eminem Lose Yourself comes on calling it but singing the words to the pie rap. So that's kind of my goal. After 5 years of doing this, maybe I'm close. I had a former student last year come back. It was an arts night, and she started humming one of my songs to me from like 2 years previously. And I don't know, it could be an outlier case. She didn't have perfect pitch, but yeah, I've actually been doing this for about 5 years, and I have a song I present every year at the Christmas Assembly. It's a different one every year that I do. So that's, I mean, one way of sort of doing this. But you don't necessarily have to write all your own stuff. There are many, many videos out there online already on YouTube and other places. I presented at Toronto Math Camp 13. I had one person in the audience, shout out, yo, Joel. But all my stuff is still there online, and I don't know, I'll try and update with my favorites or something this year. But my old presentation is still there with some stuff and a bunch of links to places on YouTube where you can find information about content. You can also have students write lyrics. I do this in my statistics course. I have them do a little project where they do some research, but they can opt out of that if they want to write a math parody song instead. Often they'll pair off for that. I've had 3 people take me up on that in the last 2 years since I've tried that. They usually get really into it, I guess partly because they decided to do it that way. The guys have mostly gravitated towards rap. The 2 girls who did it once did a Disney parody of some sort. And so that's a probability project thing. I have a rubric for that. If you're really interested, you just sort of tell them, these concepts have to be included and that sort of thing. But of course, doing it yourself gives you a sense of how hard or difficult that will be. As I said, I've done it at school assemblies. I also sing in my math classes, so I'm kind of known for that. I usually have about 1 song per unit. And yeah, as to why am I doing this sort of thing? Well, it does get back to the idea of connecting a bit with the students. It's fun, and probably the best way to actually get this whole thing across to you is to actually simply conclude by doing a performance. So this is one inspired by that tweet from Megan Schmidt from back in February. The song goes with the cubic formula. So I got a whole video thing for this. Don't be disturbed by the personified mathematic characters that will turn up. I personify math in my spare time. I do a weekly webcomic. It updated today. mathpens.ca if you're so inclined. But yeah, so when I perform, I have the lyrics flash up on the main screen. So definitely join in. I know y'all can sing. I saw the tweets from last night at the Republic. So this is a gospel riff taken from the movie Sister Act. Anyone seen that? Apologies in advance. You probably won't see it the same way again. Watch me for the changes and try to keep up. Infinite. Start with B times C. It's on 6a squared now minus 3. On 2a then minus b cubed. On 27 with a cube. Let's call that cube. Take cube root of cube as added inside of this square root. Here it comes. Q squared once it's sum to this cube. C on 3a minus squared b on 9 squared a. We're nearly half. That's where you add it, we'll use it, but now we will subtract it. Still from cube root 2. This gives two numbers. More like 6, but some the roots, you know. And minus b on 3 with a. We'll set that to x and hooray. Wait, what was q? If you're ready to join in, we took b times c. It's on 6a squared now minus d. On 2a minus b cubed. On 27 with a cube that we call cube. Use 4 times, it's true. Oh, you're so cubic. Coefficients. Imaginary answers. You wish you'd learned to factor. You add it, we'll use it, but now we will subtract it. Still from cube root 2 gives numbers, so get that sum. Minus b on 3a, set that to x at leisure, or never, whatever. If you think that's only 1x, remember cube roots of complex gives us all three solutions. Thank you, I am at Athens.